The bustling city of Meerut, India, bore witness to a crime that shook its very core. On March 4, 2025, a chilling tale of love, betrayal and murder unfolded, leaving behind a trail of shock and disbelief. Muskan Rastogi, a seemingly ordinary housewife, became the prime suspect in the gruesome murder of her husband, Saurabh Rajput, a 29-year-old ex-merchant Navy officer. The case took a sinister turn with the emergence of Sahil Shukla, Muskan's lover and accomplice in this heinous act. Saurabh Rajput was a man of the sea, his life a tapestry woven with voyages across the globe. He had found solace in the arms of Muskan, a woman who promised him love and companionship. Their union bore fruit with the birth of their daughter, a beacon of joy in their lives. Little did Saurabh know that behind Muskan's facade of domesticity lurked a web of deceit and darkness. The roots of this tragedy can be traced back to 2019, when Muskan reconnected with Sahil Shukla, an acquaintance from her past. Their friendship soon blossomed into a passionate affair, fueled by a shared proclivity for drugs and a dangerous fascination with the occult. As their bond deepened, so did their descent into a maelstrom of dark desires and sinister ambitions. The lovers' whispers of a future together were tainted with the knowledge of Saurabh's existence. Driven by their twisted desires and fueled by a toxic cocktail of narcotics and dark rituals, they hatched a plan to eliminate the one obstacle that stood in their way: Saurabh. Muskan, the woman who had vowed to love and cherish Saurabh, transformed into a cunning manipulator. She began to weave a web of lies, drawing Sahil deeper into her grasp. She exploited his insecurities, his vulnerabilities, his very soul. She knew his weaknesses, his fears, his desires, and she used them all against him. With each passing day, Muskan's facade began to crack. Her once loving demeanor was replaced by a cold, calculating demeanor. Behind closed doors, she plotted with Sahil, whispering of a future free from Saurabh's presence. Their conversations, laced with the language of the occult, grew more sinister, their plans more daring. The couple's fascination with black magic added a chilling layer to their already twisted tale. Their apartment became a sanctuary for dark rituals, the air thick with the scent of incense and whispered incantations. They believed that their actions were guided by supernatural forces, that they were merely pawns in a grand cosmic play. Driven to the edge by a toxic mix of obsession, drugs, and dark rituals, Muskan and Sahil decided to take matters into their own hands. Their thirst for freedom, for a life unburdened by Saurabh, had reached a fever pitch. Muskan's manipulation extended to the digital realm. She created fake Snapchat accounts assuming the identities of Sahil's deceased mother and other family members. Messages like "Shakti will protect you" and references to herself as Bahu served to brainwash Sahil, convincing him that Saurabh's demise was not just a desire, but destiny. Through these fabricated accounts, Muskan played puppet master to Sahil's soul. She fed him a steady diet of messages claiming that Saurabh was destined to die at her hands, that his death was preordained. She even went so far as to suggest that Saurabh's wealth was a curse, a burden that only his death could lift. The messages, laced with religious overtones and promises of divine protection, preyed on Sahil's deepest fears and desires. They spoke of ancestral blessings, of tests passed, of a destiny intertwined with Muskan's. With each message, Sahil's resolve crumbled, his will bending to the will of the woman he believed was chosen for him by fate itself. The insidious nature of Muskan's manipulation knew no bounds. She used every tool at her disposal, every vulnerability she could exploit, to bend Sahil to her will. She was a master manipulator, a weaver of dreams and nightmares, and she had ensnared Sahil in her web of deceit. After the gruesome act, the couple, shrouded in a veil of normalcy, embarked on a 12-day holiday to Shimla, leaving Muskan's 5-year-old daughter in the care of her unsuspecting parents. Their escapade, however, was short-lived. The long arm of the law caught up with them on March 18, 2025, just hours after Saurabh's remains were discovered. The discovery of Saurabh's dismembered body sent shockwaves through Meerut. The city that had borne witness to their love story was now forced to confront the horrifying reality of their crime. The investigation that followed was swift and thorough, uncovering the depths of Muskan and Sahil's depravity. Now incarcerated separately in Meerut District Jail, the weight of their sins bears down on them. The drug-fueled haze that had once clouded their judgment has dissipated, leaving behind the stark reality of their actions. Muskan, demanding injections, and Sahil, restless without marijuana, are stark reminders of the destructive path they chose. The investigation into the Meerut murder case has revealed a chilling tale of manipulation, betrayal, and cold-blooded murder. The use of Snapchat to manipulate Sahil, coupled with the couple's descent into the world of black magic, adds a chilling layer to this already gruesome crime. As the legal proceedings move forward, the families of those affected are left to grapple with the devastating consequences of Muskan's dark deception.